Oh, you yellow, all right.
Man.
All right, we live.
What's good?
Let me go get me a beer.
Shout out to everybody that's joining in on the podcast. You already know this man Jay Hines.
Oh man, say
I'm
what?
in here. I'm in here.
Say you don't look like Yellow Beezy.
Hell no, I don't look like no Yellow Beezy. I don't disrespect me like that. Motherfucker can spit now. He got
He
some
can spit.
bars on him.
He
I
can
don't look
spit.
nothing like that nigga. But I heard two people that told me like, bro, you kind of favor Yellow Beezy. I'm like, Yellow Beezy. I heard of the nigga, but I don't know. I ain't never seen him.
It's crazy because he just got finished going through some shit about a girl that claimed sexual assault on him.
Mm-mm. I hate to hear stories like that because it's like whether it's true or not, your name is forever tarnished.
And the girl don't get no kind of consequences from it.
Right, even if it's false. Right. I agree. I feel like I've been saying this though. It's like you said, it's like beating a dead horse. I feel like if women can lie about being raped and stuff like that, they should get the same time as if the man was at that time. The man should get that time
because it's different for every state. So whatever like time he was gonna get for actually committing that crime, she should get it. She should get it for lying.
Right. I was trying to say that to your music blasted over me, so I just let you have it.
What music? Oh, you talking about the background music?
Yeah, there ain't no damn background music. We in the fucking club. You gotta scream a motherfucker. I think I've seen you before. Ah! I said, I think I've seen you before. Ah! Never mind. I hate talking motherfuckers in the club.
Speaking of club, but we had a time last week.
Man, what? Hey, shout out to everybody that showed love to Carolina. The Carolina Wave, man. That was love. That was real love. Spread the love.
Yeah, we had a time last week.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sugar Daddy Steve.
Hey, he in Vegas, I believe, or on his way to Vegas. So shout out to him, man.
I seen he was going to the airport earlier.
Mm-hmm. I wish my brother safe travels. Hope you have a good time there. Shout out to you, brother.
Shout out to Trigger.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Shout out to Trigger. His birthday was last week.
Yeah, shout out to Trigger. Him coming out, man. Bought him. I think he bought him a Japanese whiskey. I bought him another little shot. No, I bought Wilkes a shot.
Mm-hmm.
The match. That way we can all toast at the same time. But yeah, shout out to Tony though, man. The Trigger. Shout out to Two Strokes. I see him doing this thing with the fishing thing, man. I've been meaning to shout him out. Keep doing your thing, brother. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
I love it. Would you give him a run for his money if you went in there and jumped in the little competition?
Man, yeah, I don't want to speak on it. I let him have his lane, but I am a fisherman though.
I see that. That's why I asked. Hey, hey, I had to ask. Y'all learn from your dad. Shout out to D-Whip. Hey, shout out to him. But yeah, man, wanted to get into it. But back to the club, man. I remember the club scene. I used to. You ever chew some fresh bit gum and then try to drink like something cold or some alcohol? So shit tastes nasty though. It just tastes weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't want to be that guy that if I was going to talk to a woman, I didn't want to be that guy to be in her face after I done smoked the blunt, then had a couple of Coronas, then drink a couple of, mixed drinks or whatever. I didn't want to be that guy because you ain't no telling what your breath smelled like. So I was that guy that always had, a little mint or some gum or something with mint in it, and I go and shoot my shot at that time. And after that, if I got the number or not, whatever, I come back. Of course, I want another drink. Boy, I try to get that drink. I got that spearmint gum in my mouth or Winter Fresh.
Don't taste like the first one.
Shit just didn't sit right with me. I was like, damn. Because I done heard so many women talk about men trying to talk to them and they breath be like loud. I'm like, I ain't trying to be that guy.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be that guy. I always wanted to be the guy. If I walked past a girl, I wanted that cologne to hit him. Like, hey, who's that smell good? You got on some fuck me? Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you definitely don't want your breath to mess up your game.
Hell no.
He was talking good, but he was stinking real good too.
And I done heard a couple of girls. They done got on one of our boys. He ain't on the podcast, but we've talked to him before. I ain't gonna call him out. We'll talk about it later. But, but I was like, damn. After they said that, I was like, ain't no telling how many girls. I was like, I need to damn put some type of mint or something in my mouth before I go up and talk to her. But in return, I done had a few women that come at me with black and mild breath. Mm-hmm. I was like, God dang. Mm-hmm. You didn't think that you know mint leave or nothing?
No mint leaf. We had a topic that we was talking about at the NOTA last week. What was it? Oh, no. These girls that listen to these podcasts. That's these girls that listen to podcasts. That's like the murder mystery podcast.
Oh wow!
I think they do that shit because they want to either know how to kill their husbands, or the men they talking to, or either how to get away from.
Hold on, these women. They said they podcast. That's what it's based off of.
Yeah, like the murder podcast, like true crimes, or like the podcast that's based on like women killing men and shit like that. Mm-hmm. A lot of them like that type of shit. But they like that shit. They like that shit too. Like not even podcasts, just like TV shows. Like I know there's probably a bunch of women going up crazy over that Jeffrey Dahmer TV show right now.
Bruh, you haven't seen it, right?
Ain't going to.
Bruh, give it a chance.
Ain't going to.
Come on, bruh, give it a chance.
Hell nah.
Why not?
I done heard too much shit about that.
Why not? Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Don't go off what people tell you. Go by experience. You're like, all right, look, if you turn it on and you give it about 30, 40 minutes, you're like, all right, this ain't for me. Hey, I respect it. Fuck it, whatever.
I heard this one man say that he watched it and damn, he started seeing demons and devils and shit going through his house and shit, bro.
Nah, see, I ain't see all that. See, this is the thing. I only watched 2 episodes of it, and bro, this is what intrigued me. It's how they started it off. And I feel like a lot of series or a movie, they should start out doing this. I've seen some movies do this, but I don't see it quite often. And I feel like they need to start switching it up like this. You know how some movies they'll play the movie and they'll play it from front to the beginning to the end of what's going on, like beginning of what's going on and why this happened, and then they get to the big mystery at the end. Mm-hmm. Well, with some shows now, and like I said, I love it like this, they already tell you what happened in the beginning, and then they tell you how it went along later on down in the series, like what build up to that point. Right. And that's what this Jeffrey joint started off as. They, in the beginning of the first episode, the dude that he was getting ready to attempt to kill and rape or whatever got away. And I'm thinking in my head, like, these motherfucking, all the stuff I've been hearing, he been killing He been killing everybody. He been catching everybody, but it did it backwards. It showed the end. It showed the end part of him getting arrested, and then they showed how they found him or whatever. They went through his drawer and they seen all these pictures of naked men that was on this couch, bloodied up, cut up, dead, all that shit. Yeah. And that's how they erased them, and that's how the shit started, bro. That's how it started. So that's why I'm saying, like, I love the fact that it started like that. I don't love the fact what he did. Let's get that understood. The shit that like I said, I only seen 2 episodes, but what I'm saying, bro, he's a sick ass individual.
Mm-hmm.
But I love how they started it out because automatically it caught my attention. It was like, oh shit, like, okay, I got to see what's going on next. So I watched the second episode, and I ain't gonna say nothing about the second episode, but I'm ready to see the rest of it now because, like I said, I feel like movies and series should start doing that now. Like, just go ahead and hit us in the face with it. Like, hey, this is it. This was going on. Now, this is what led up to it, and all this. Like, it got my attention immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So I like how they set that up. And how it got everybody's attention. And I can see why it's number 1 on Netflix as far as like with Netflix series, because like automatically it catches your attention. And you know, like how me and you talk about with series or whatever, you like it start off to like in the beginning it's like a late start. Like you got to watch a couple episodes to get into it. Yeah, start out slow and shit. You got to get into it. Not this one, bro. Soon as you click, soon as you turn that motherfucker on, Trip, you like this. Oh shit!
Hell no, bro.
Hey, you don't want it to drag out, right? You want it to go ahead and get your attention. This is the show to do that. Watch it, bro. I'm telling you, give it a chance. If you don't like it, like I said, hey, don't fuck with it. You keep it moving. But I hear what people are saying, but I got to check it out for myself. I gotta see it for myself. I never want to take someone's word for it and then just my mind just wonder like, damn, I wonder if it really was like that. But nah, I gotta see it for myself.
Just think about how sick that motherfucker was, though, bro. Like, just think it's some sick people out in this world. Like, he killed 17 little boys and men.
Yeah, and ate some of them.
That's disgusting.
He ate some of them, bro.
That's disgusting.
My thing is this, though, bro. His neighbor, the black woman that lived beside him, she, like I said, I only seen 2 episodes, but she was clearly, and I've seen some podcasts, they talk about it. Like, anybody know me, man, they know I'm a big movie person. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm a huge movie person. I love movies. Mm-hmm. Anything that's got suspense to it, that's gonna have me curious, have my mind guessing, keep me wondering, keep me guessing what's gonna happen next. I love that shit. But like I said, with this one, bro, I was seeing some of the podcasts talk about it. They said she was an important part of it too, his neighbor. You got to think, what if you was his neighbor and you hearing chains and all this, him cutting up the bones, putting it in the acid so they can dissolve, him eating it. You can smell the dead bodies in there. That's what she was talking about. She was like, she smelled the dead bodies in there. She called the cops like numerous of times and they were just like lagging, bro. Like lagging, whatever. Like, it's crazy, bro. You gotta watch it. I'm telling you.
Do you think that police believe that shit was happening, or they just didn't want to deal with it?
You never know, bro. I really don't. I don't think they took it serious. I think it was like, oh, it's just another nagging ass woman sitting here getting on our nerves. Because you gotta. I take into consideration, bro, that police officers, they do go through a lot. The only thing I got against police officers, if you sign up for it, you already prepared yourself for what's coming. So like all this other stuff that's going on, and you're like, oh well, I'm getting all these phone calls and getting shot at. I'm risking my life. Well, you knew that coming in. You knew that when you was training. You knew when you signed up for the academy. You knew when you got that badge and that gun. That's what you stood for. So that's my only downfall with police. But I can understand them getting numerous calls from different people and it be bullshit. Mm-hmm. And they probably thought, this some bullshit, lady. Like, you calling us late at night. You said it smells some shit. And the excuse that Jeffrey had was His refrigerator broke, and it was some old meat that went bad in there. And then he said that he loved pork chops, and his family sent him like a shit ton of meat, like a pork chops, whatever. And his refrigerator went bad. And I mean, his refrigerator gone out, and the meat went bad. So that's what the smell was. I mean, and he got away with another murder. The police was in the house when he get ready to rape and kill this one guy, and he still got away with it because he had pictures of the guy. He said, "Yeah, this is my boyfriend." He said he was homosexual. Him and the guy was homosexual. He said, "Hey, this is my boyfriend. He's just drunk." And he was like, "Look, here's some pictures me and him took." And the police was like, "Oh God, I don't want to see that." They was like, "I don't want to see that shit." he was like, "Yeah, we're like basically saying like we're homosexuals. I've been taking pictures of him. He's just drunk." And the lady, his neighbor, it was a black woman. She's like, "Well, are you not going to check his ID and see if he's underage?" And the guy was underage. He was the same age as the black woman's daughters. Mm. They were the same age. But he said, nah. He was like, basically, that's his boyfriend. He's drunk or whatever. And basically, they took his word for it. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. But they took the man's word for it. Right. And they left him. And they left that man to die, basically. They left him to die, bro. He done drugged him and everything. Dude couldn't really talk. He was fucked up. Like, he was gone, bro. I was just like, damn. But if anybody that's watching this right now, if you haven't seen it, I would say check it out. Give it a shot. If you can't fuck with it, then hey, to each his own. I can understand why you couldn't fuck with it, because for some people it ain't for everybody. Me, I'm interested to see what happens, on through. And like I said, I've seen at the ending part them catching them. That's what caught my attention. But now I want to see, the process and what everybody's talking about, and also just to, satisfy my curiosity of what all happened in this series.
I don't know. It also messed with me because a lot of people, like famous people and stuff, saying not to watch it and don't do this. Like Lil Boosie was tripping out about it, saying like Netflix need to take it off and they don't need to bring no kind of like insight to this story and stuff. But like, that really don't make sense to me because the Jeffrey Dahmer story is already out there. Like, right. He don't get any kind of like,
bro.
He don't get any kind of like payment or anything from it, or like it don't go to his family. It's a series that brings awareness to what's the possibilities of what's out there.
Right.
Because there's a bunch of sick motherfuckers. There's probably still some people out there like that.
Yes. And bro, I get why he's like that. Sadly, it's sad to say, but I get it why he's like that.
Yeah.
They showed the beginning, his backstory, and his mom was a drug addict, and then his dad and his mom split up, and that he said that's what kind of fucked him up. Like I said, I only seen 2 episodes of this episode, but him and his dad used to pick up dead animals, and they would operate on them. That's one thing right there. Yeah, bro, you gotta see it. I'm telling you. But yeah, him and his dad would pick up roadkill, and they would, open up these dead animals, these raccoons, and whatever else you can find, possums on the fucking road or in the hole, whatever. They pick them motherfuckers up, take them in the garage, and they would, And that it brings back to when the police told his dad, like, hey, we think your son was involved with multiple murders. We think he also ate some of these people too. His dad was like shocked, bro. And then they was like, we just gonna leave you right here to process this, and then we're gonna come back. When they turned that tape off of him recording them, bro, he like was trying his best to hold it together. He was crying, and he, tried to get himself together, but then he broke down again. Bro, I'm telling you, everybody that's involved in this Netflix series, bro, they act their ass off.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, it would be fucked up for them to get an award for this for the series, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. The people that's acting it, the guy that's playing Jeffrey, he's I told you I'm a big Marvel fan. Mm-hmm. He's involved with Marvel and all that, bro. He's a hell of an actor. I forgot his name, but bro, he deserves his He deserves the biggest award of all the awards because he's gonna have to go to some counseling after this shit. Bro, he played it to the T.
Do you think you could play a part like that in the movie?
Listen, bro, I guarantee he ain't getting no pussy for at least 10 years because every bitch be like, oh, that's Jeffrey. No, I'm not Jeffrey. Nah, nigga, you Jeffrey. You ain't get these sweet cheeks. You ain't killing this pussy.
You think you could play a part like that in a movie?
For me? Yeah. I really do. I've been wanting to play it, bro. I'll tell you a part. You're probably gonna laugh at me. And it's not a scary part, but I wanted to play Marvin Gaye. His life. I want to play his life story.
So you
like after I seen Jamie Foxx play Ray, and I seen Will Smith play Ali, and I seen Chadwick Boseman him playing James Brown, bro. I feel like I could play Marvin Gaye. I could play his life story easy. And I ain't gonna say do just as good as them or whatever. Of course, I've never acted before. I ain't never done no, never took no acting class in my life. But if I was, presented the right tools and I put myself to it, I believe I could do that. And I've always thought of that too, bro. I listen to Marvin Gaye's music. The last person that was supposed to play him, and I was excited for it, was Tyrese.
Yeah.
And it was around that time Tyrese was supposed to play his life story. And it was around that time, and I hate to bring this up, but you remember that time when he like broke down on the internet and it was like, what do you want from me?
Yeah.
It was around that time when he was supposed to play Marvin Gaye. And ever since then, you didn't hear no more about it after he broke down. So I think they done took him off of it. But I was definitely a fan. I was like, yo, he's a great person to play that that around that time they said he was going to play it is the same time he came out with the song Shame. And Shame, that song, it kind of has some Marvin Gaye feel to it. So I was very excited to see him play that role. I'm still excited to see Jamie Foxx play Mike Tyson. I'm still waiting on that.
Yeah, me too. They've been talking about that for years.
Yeah. And there's another thing I've been waiting on for years, and they talked about it a while back, but I ain't hear no more about it.
Richard Pryor.
No, that too.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I'm glad you said that. That's a good one. Who is Mike Epps? Oh, he would play the hell out of that because he's done it before.
Yeah,
he's an acting out a little bit in that Lakers series on HBO Max.
Mm-hmm.
You need to watch it too. If you don't, you should watch it too. But no, I was gonna say. Have you seen Django, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were gonna bring out a Django 2 and have the Zorro play along with it. I don't know if you've seen Zorro, but it was gonna be based off like a Mexican slavery and something else they said, but Django and Zorro was gonna team up together. I would have loved it. I would have loved it.
Yeah. I can't see fucking shit in this thing.
Do we have to run when we ride? Well, shit fire. What's the point of that? What's the point of even having them on then?
Who made this fucking thing?
And I can't fucking break this thing. And I can't fucking see this thing.
Who made this shit?
Leonard's wife. Well, fuck all y'all. I watched my wife. Boy, I'm about to watch that shit tonight.
Let me see if I can find that clip.
Criticize.
Let me see if I can find that clip.
Hey, that motherfucker was up there. Leonard's wife. He was like, nigga, god dang, it's Leonard's wife. She fucked it up.
Here you go.
Now I start shooting first. Nobody shoot him. It's way too simple for these jokers. We're gonna whoop that nigga lover to death.
To death?
And I'm gonna personally strip and clip that gaboon myself.
Oh my god.
Damn.
I can't see shit in this fucking thing.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing. Are you ready or what? Oh, hold on, I'm fucking with my...
Made it worse.
Who made this goddamn shit. Willard's wife. You make your own goddamn mind. Look, nobody's saying they don't appreciate what Jenny did. Well, if all I had to do was cut a hole in a bag, I could have cut it better than this. What about you, Robert?
You see? Not too good.
Not too good.
I mean, if I don't move my head, I can see you pretty good, more or less. But when I start riding, the bag's moving all over, and I'm riding blind.
I'm riding blind.
I just made mine worse. Anybody bring any extra bags?
No, nobody, bro.
Extra bag.
I'm just asking.
We have to wear them when we ride.
Oh, well, shit fire. If you don't wear them as you ride up, that just defeats the purpose.
Well, I can't see in this fucking thing. I can't
can
breathe
see
in this fucking thing. I can't ride in this fucking thing.
I can't ride this fucking thing.
Y'all, I'm going home. I watched my wife work all day, get 30 bags together for you ungrateful
Sons of bitches.
And all I can hear is
Criticize, criticize, criticize.
From now on, don't ask me or mine
Mine for nothing.
Now look, let's not forget why we're here.
Shit.
We gotta kill a nigga over that hill there. We gotta make a lesson out of him.
Okay, I'm confused. Are the bags on or off?
I think
We all think.
the bag was a nice idea. Yeah. Like not pointing any fingers. They could have been done better. So how about no bags this time? But next time we do the bags right, and then we go full
rebellion.
Wait a minute. I didn't say no bags.
But nobody can see.
So,
So it'd be nice to see.
God damn it! This is a raid! I can't see, you can't see. So what? All that matters is can the fucking horse see? That's a raid!
Them motherfuckers stupid, boy. Oh my god, that's the funniest part of that movie.
Bro, that shit is hilarious.
Ooh. Well, shut fire. Motherfucker was upset.
I can't see this fucking thing. I can't breathe in this fucking thing. I can't ride this fucking thing.
Oh, Leonard was fucked up, boy. He was like, well, fuck y'all here.
Don't ask me and mine for shit.
I made 30 bags of you ungrateful sons of bitches. Oh. Yeah,
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
I'm a movie person, boy. I love movies. Movies is like a fucking library to me. You know how you go, motherfuckers love reading. You go to a library and you just want to read, and you can't read all of them because there's so many damn books. That's how I am with movies. Everybody, you need to watch this. You need to watch this. Damn, I can't keep up. I gotta watch this and this.
That's hilarious.
Yes, movies, bro. I want to watch. You probably ain't into it, but there's a show called Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, my wife watched that shit.
Yeah, bro, you need to get on. I'm telling you.
Nah,
I'm about to start back watching it. I fell off watching it because trying to keep up with everything else.
that's that Here For Where Art Thou shit. I can't.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not even on that level. Now that's Peaky Blinders.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
can't do the Handmaid's Tale.
But yeah, man, if anybody hasn't seen that Jeffrey show, go ahead and all right, like I said, if you can't get down with it, then hey, I don't blame you. It ain't for everybody, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip out on that one.
But in other news,
What you got?
on a more serious note, man, I love watching NFL, but after seeing Tua Tagovailoa,
Tagovailoa.
how the fuck you? Aloha. However you say his name.
I can say his name. I don't
Yeah,
figure his shit out.
After you see his head bounce off the ground like that and his hands like froze up and like he's having a seizure, it was, oh man, that was.
I think it's more serious than what it is.
I think so too, and they fired the doctor that let him play the next game because he had concussion symptoms before that game. The last game he got hit kind of the same way, and he fell and hit the back of his head, and then he stood up and tried to trot down the field because he had a first down. So when you go to first down, you try to run down and go ahead and set your team. And keep moving the ball. Bro, when he stood up and tried to trot down the field, he stumbled, like fell back down.
Yeah.
And that clearly shows concussion symptoms. Like, you out of it. It's like watching boxing or, you know, MMA. When a motherfucker punch you in your damn face or rock you, what do? You wobble down. You try to get up real quick. What you do? You fall back down.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what happened to him. And they sat him down for 3 plays in that game. 3 plays, just 3 plays.
Yeah.
And let him finish playing that game. Now, they won, but at what price? And then when he played the next game, that's when that shit happened, bro. And I feel like, you know, Miami's already in trouble. They got in trouble this year for something. They got a couple of draft picks taken away, and they got fined a couple of $1 million. I forgot exactly what it was about. But now, on top of this, now they in trouble for this. Like, bro, they under the microscope heavy this year. And I feel like it's only because they doing it to themselves.
Yeah, I mean, they got a decent team finally. You know, they got a quarterback, wide receiver pair, teamed up to get that, you know, good pair, wide receiver quarterback pair with Tyreek Hill and shit. But you gotta protect your players, bro. Like,
all of them.
Like, you gotta protect your players. I understand y'all got a new wide receiver, and y'all paid him a bunch of money, and y'all gotta facilitate him by throwing him the ball and stuff. But like, you can't put your players at risk like that just to win football games. Like, I understand y'all doing good, and the story is, you know, Alabama, the 2 top teams in the league right now with quarterbacks and stuff, with Hurts and Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
But you gotta play smarter.
Right.
And I know I feel like I know that shit was way worse than what it really is. Like, when I seen them start throwing up gang signs,
bro,
I said something going on. Bruh, I thought he was cripping or something for a second.
Yeah, bro, don't do that.
What? What?
Yeah, don't do that. Cause they know somebody. I hate the fucking internet. I hate y'all. There was a fucking meme as soon as he damn did that shit, bro. And the meme said, when you thought a head game was a joke, and they had him laying back and he was like this. And, come on, it's too early. It's too early.
My favorite one was when
my favorite one. No.
My favorite one was when he had asked Troy. It was like a little comic strip thing, and it was him. And then the next slide was with Troy Aikman. He said, Troy Aikman, he was like, what's 3? Because he had his hands like this. He was like, what's 3 plus 4?
And Troy said, I don't know.
He said, me neither.
That's fucked up. Yeah, bro, they don't give a fuck about the internet. Is some cruel ass people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They cruel. They don't give a fuck about your life, nigga. You can die the next day and they gonna damn have a meme up about your ass.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
damn.
NFL it's been a good season. We ain't been doing that good.
We have, you know, we the only undefeated team.
Shut up, man.
I'm just talking football. We're not talking football. But we do have a hard game now. Everybody's been sleeping on the Jaguars. But the Jaguars are 2-1, and they beat the Chargers. They beat the shit out of the Chargers and the Colts. And the Colts, and they were, last year they were really good teams. Last year, the Colts and the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, bro, it's crazy because the Eagles let go of Jalen Reagor, which finally they should have been letting him go. No disrespect to him. He's been going through some personal things back at home, and he just really wasn't, you know, himself playing for us. So I'm glad they let him play, let him go to the Minneapolis Vikings. We beat them. We beat Carson Wentz, that used to play for us. Now Doug Peterson, the coach that helped us win a championship, our only Super Bowl. I'm still mad that they let him go, man. I want the Eagles to keep that man because he's the reason we have a Super Bowl, one Super Bowl in history.
Yeah.
and they let that man go after that. Like after 2 years, like who does that? You got to show that man some respect. They even got a statue of him and Nick Foles. Like who the fuck does that? But now he's coaching the Jaguars, and now they're doing good.
Yeah.
Shows you what kind of coach he is, bro. Like, man, he is an amazing coach, man. And I hate that they got rid of him. But I feel like this is a revenge tour for us because we beat Jalen Reagor when we played the Vikings. We beat Carson Wentz when we played the Commanders. And now we're about to go play the Jaguars. And the head coach is our old head coach, Doug Peterson. And I feel like we're gonna come out on top. We're gonna win. It's gonna be a tough game, but I feel like my Eagles gonna do a good job this year. And I ain't gonna front, man. Our schedule ain't the hardest schedule, but we have an amazing team. That's why everybody's picking us to go to the Super Bowl, which I don't like. I don't like having the target on our back. Yeah. I don't. They're picking us out of the NFC to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC. I like it, but at the same time, I don't like the target on our back because now every game is like, oh, who's going to beat the Eagles? Who's going to beat the Eagles? Who's going to give them their first L? And it's a possibility Jaguars can do it, but I gotta, talk my shit a little bit. We the only team that's undefeated right now. So shout out to them Eagles.
And a lot of teams that's like that start off like that don't end up being good though too. Like,
right? Because y'all was undefeated. Y'all was undefeated.
For a minute.
10, I think 8 games.
It was like 8-11 or something like that.
It was close. Yeah, it was
11 games.
Yeah, y'all was doing your thing, but I just watching y'all, and this ain't me hate, but from watching y'all games that y'all winning. Y'all won them, but it was a sloppy win. Like, it wasn't – it was just somebody making something stupid. Like, it was a flag. Somebody done jumped off sides or a late hit. Mm-hmm. Give y'all the extra first down. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But y'all kept winning. But I didn't feel in my heart that y'all was going to the Super Bowl that year. And I said to myself, for this year, I don't see the Eagles going to the Super Bowl. I see them being the leaders in their division and winning a playoff game. I said, if we can do that, that's a step up from what we did last year. Because last year, we got in the playoff, but we was the wild card team.
And that's the thing. We was a wild card last year, too.
Right. But this year, I feel like we're going to be the leaders of our division, and we're going to win a playoff game. I said, if we can do that, that's a step up from, my team. Now they talk about we might fucking be in the Super Bowl. I'm like, don't do that. Don't put no target on our back like that.
Because the year y'all won the Super Bowl, wasn't nobody talking about y'all. Not like, oh, they going to the Super Bowl. Like, not until the end. I say that.
I say mid-season they were talking about it. I remember that year, bro. When we played the Panthers, they came to the Panthers and played. I went to that game. Me and Ashley and her dad went to that game. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about us because we were so deep, bro. And I pause when I say that. But if one person got hurt, I knew exactly who was coming up after him. That's how deep we were. Like, anybody that got hurt, we had a backup for him. Any lineman got hurt, I knew exactly which lineman was coming to take his place. The quarterback. You see, when Carson Wentz went down, I was nervous. I was like, I know Nick Foles, he played for us before he got traded. And when he got traded to the Rams, he sucked. But under the Philadelphia Eagles system, he thrived through that shit. He was the backup quarterback when Michael Vick was playing. And then when Michael Vick got hurt, he started the rest of the games, and he did really good. So I was confident for him to play when Carson Wentz got hurt. The only thing that got me scared was the Super Bowl because we were playing who else? Tom Brady.
Right.
And it's kind of hard to beat a motherfucker like that with a backup quarterback. I just say Nick Foles surprised me, bro. That's who surprised me because he came out and played just as well as Tom Brady. Did you know Tom Brady threw over 500 yards in one game? Mm-hmm. Over 500 yards. He threw for over 500 yards, Trip. That motherfucker was out here willing and dealing, and we was keeping up with him.
But that's the thing, though. They underestimated y'all's quarterback too, though.
Yeah.
Because he was backup.
Yeah.
But my biggest thing this year, like, we have some big plays, but we ain't capitalizing on that shit, bro. Like, we had, what's our wide receiver name? Pickens. Mm-hmm. Did you see that catch he had?
The one hand.
Yeah,
He nice.
like
Nice. Y'all don't have a real quarterback. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all don't have a good quarterback in Mitchell Trubisky. Y'all need to go ahead and give y'all boy a try.
Pickett.
Yeah, y'all need to go ahead and give him a try. I don't think he's that good. Pickett, and I'm not. This ain't me hating, bro. I'm just saying. I'm only going by what my eyes tell me, and my eyes tell me Pickett has been with Pittsburgh, not Steelers, but the Pittsburgh college team. He played for. He was there all 4 years, bro.
Yeah,
all 4 years. He's the same age as some of these rookies on here. No, he's the same age as some of these guys that's been playing in the league for 3 or 4 years. He's the oldest rookie because he stayed in college for so long, and everybody say that's a good thing, but for me that's a red flag. People look at it as an experience, but for me, I'm looking at it as like
you're off the porch late.
You off the porch late, but I think he would do better than Mitchell Trubisky. And if he do better than Mitchell Trubisky, then bro, y'all either gonna win y'all division or y'all gonna be a wild card in y'all division because you're a fucking coach. Y'all know how I feel about your coach. Mike Tomlin is, bro, I'll say it, fuck it. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He's better than Bill Belichick. Let me tell you why I say he's better than Bill Belichick. Because Bill Belichick had Tom fucking Brady. That's why. And you clearly see what the Patriots are doing right now without Tom Brady. They're not even going to make the playoffs. Even sniff the motherfucking playoffs this year. Yeah. As soon as Tom Brady left, bro, the Patriots went downhill. when Mike Tomlin, anytime Big Ben went down, what happened? Y'all still went to either the wild card or y'all was in the playoffs. He's never had a losing season.
Right.
Never.
In 20 years, right?
Never had a losing season. From any team that he's done had, he's never had a losing season. That speaks volumes.
That brought that up this year. We might end up having one.
That's what I'm saying. It's a possibility y'all might have one. That's why I said if y'all keep Mitchell Trubisky in, then yeah, y'all probably not gonna make the playoff. But if y'all take a chance on Pittman and he actually comes out to be decent, he ain't gotta be the best quarterback, but if he be decent and then y'all get TJ Watt to come back from injury, y'all probably can make the wild card. And that's just me speaking from watching football.
And Pickett don't have to be a superstar. He just gotta make some good plays and not make a lot of mistakes. That's all he gotta do.
Turnovers fuck you up in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. But we got a decent team. We just gotta amp it up a little bit.
Yeah, bro. My team, I knew we were gonna be good from the draft. You remember when the draft came, how hyped I was. Rich was like, "Man, I don't want to hear that shit."
I remember.
I knew we were gonna be good, bro. Once we picked up Davis from Georgia, and then we made the trade for AJ Brown. AJ Brown is the top 5 wide receiver, and bro, like when we made that trade, I said, "Oh yeah, this is the year." Him and AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts, the quarterback, they best friends. Jalen Hurts is the godfather of his daughter. That's how close they are. And then we picked up that our wide receiver from Alabama that Jalen Hurts used to play with last year. So we really got 2 number 1 wide receivers on the team, and then we got our defense stacked. Everybody came back, and then we added some pieces. I just knew, I was like, man, we're going to be a pretty good team after looking at the schedule and seeing who all we play. But now I see that the Jaguars, like, you just see a lot of teams that you thought was going to be good or not good. And, you know, the Jaguars is a team I thought wasn't going to be good. They're a fucking scary team, bro. Mm-hmm. They got Trevor Lawrence, the one that played for Clemson. And that's why I love watching college football. People be like, yo, where does this kid come from? In my head, I'll be thinking, bro, he been good. Y'all just ain't paid him no attention in college. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is a problem, bro. That's why he was drafted number 1. He is a problem. And then you
play for. Oh yeah, you said he played for the Jaguars.
He played for Clemson. He played for Clemson. Yeah. But yeah, he played for Jaguars now. And when you have a coach like Doug Peterson who helped us get to the Super Bowl, when you have somebody, Doug Peterson played in the NFL and he was a backup quarterback. Mm-hmm. When you have a coach that understands the game like that, and he has a good relationship with your quarterback, that type of quarterback with that type of talent, that's dangerous, bro. Yeah. And that's who we going up against Sunday. And I feel like if we do lose, I don't feel bad about it because we got beat by a good team. But I think we'll win because we have a really good, talented team.
Yeah, the NBA amping back up. I seen the preseason starting and stuff with the Japan games and stuff. How you think?
I don't really want to talk about NBA because we still got Russell Westbrook and
y'all got PJ. Y'all got Patrick Beverly too.
Trip, that don't make it no better. They don't like each other, Trip.
But that don't matter about what they like each other or not. Patrick Beverly, I think he's gonna be a big piece of the puzzle for the Lakers.
He will once we get Russell Westbrook out of there.
But y'all,
I don't want him.
You don't have to worry about him. He ain't gonna be playing at the same time, anyways.
And there you go. We are point guard heavy right now. Do you know that? Yeah, you see, you don't understand who's all on the team, Trip. I'll just go ahead and name point guards already, okay? Kendrick Nunn. That's our first point guard. Patrick Beverly. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Russell Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right. Then you got motherfucking Walker. And then you got that played for the Spurs. And then you got motherfucking Schroeder.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 fucking point guards, Trip. You're not supposed to have 4 point guards.
They might have something up their sleeve.
Man, yeah. A fucking damn L. That's what they about to pull out. A fucking L out of their sleeve. I don't want to talk about the Lakers. It's always one team good and the other team bad for me. It can't never be all my teams are good. It's got to be one team that give me a fucking headache. And just so happen them goddamn Lakers is one of them.
I think Patrick Beverly gonna be a real good piece because he gonna do everything that LeBron can't do.
Mean what he gonna do everything that Russell Westbrook can't do?
No, what LeBron can't do as far as like attitude and stuff. Like LeBron is the alpha on the team, but he don't hold people accountable for the shit that they don't do and the shit that they do.
He do, but he ain't on that level with Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly doesn't do it with his voice. He do it with his play.
Mm-hmm.
And I get what you're saying with that. But Patrick Beverly is also going to clean up a lot of bullshit that Russell Westbrook did last year. Now, if Russell Westbrook will change his attitude and be like, look, I'm not bigger than the team. I'm not no Mr. Triple-Double and all that other bullshit, then yeah, we might have something up our sleeve. But I don't see that coming from him because of what he showed me last year. And that's just how I feel about him.
Yeah, but things change. You don't think Russell Westbrook could play number 2?
No. But look, I gotta see it to believe it. I'm not gonna doubt him. If it happens, then great, wonderful, stupendous. But if not, I'm gonna say, you know what? I don't even know why I even got excited or halfway excited about this shit because I knew it was coming.
What about Zion Williamson? You see his size change?
Boy, I tell you, them Pelicans look good, bro. The Pelicans look scary. They look like a top 5, top 3 Western team right now, bro. They look like they can run and they can push. They made the Phoenix Suns sweat last year, nigga. They had Chris Paul and Devin Booker on the ropes in that series, and the Suns barely beat them. Now you got a healthy Zion Williams coming to play along with that. Yeah, Pelicans look scary as hell, bro. They're gonna give. Here's my top 5 players top team on the West. Of course, it's the Warriors. Then they send the LA Clippers, which I believe because you got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George coming back from injury.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the Pelicans 3rd. Then I got Memphis Grizzlies 4th. And then it's a toss-up with number 5. You can go with motherfucking Mavericks with Luka Doncic. You can go with the Lakers. You can go with the motherfucking oh my God, Timberwolves. I forgot. Did you know they got Gobert?
Yeah, they traded from Utah.
They got Gobert and they got Karl Anthony Towns,
mm-hmm.
the 2 big motherfucking giants. Then you got Anthony, the fucking he ain't a rookie no more. But then you got D'Lo.
Yeah,
bro, they got a squad.
Then you also got, always got to watch the Warriors.
That's my first team. That's who's gonna repeat. I think
they got Wiseman
coming back off injury.
Yeah, and then you got Phoenix with DeAndre Ayton.
I think Phoenix gonna drop this year. I think I think the window is closed for them. I feel like the only chance for them to win that championship is when they went to the championship and played against Milwaukee, and Milwaukee won.
Yeah.
That was their only chance to win a championship that year. But now I think that window is closed for Chris Paul. The only way Chris Paul is gonna win is if he go to a different team. Phoenix, they done.
What about Donovan Mitchell in Cleveland?
Oh man, that's gonna be a good team too. But that's in the East.
Yeah.
If we're talking about the East, I got Brooklyn first because they stacked, fucking stacked. Kevin Durant, Kyrie, Ben Simmons.
Yeah. What's
Steph-
Steph
Curry.
what's Ben Simmons gonna do?
Huh?
What's he gonna do this year?
Ben Simmons is what you were saying. What Patrick Beverly is. Ben Simmons cleans up everything that Brooklyn is not. Brooklyn didn't have any defense. Like Kevin Durant, he plays defense, but he's not a defensive game changer. Kyrie, he's too small to be a game changer as far as defense. They're not known for defense. Ben Simmons shut down Trey Ice Trey from Atlanta.
Did he?
Yes.
Or did he fold whenever he meant to do that layup?
No. You talking about his offense? I'm talking about his defense.
Oh,
okay.
See? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Ben Simmons is a big ass point guard. Ben Simmons, he's a point guard, a 6'10" point guard that can't shoot threes and is iffy on free throws, but he can facilitate the ball and his defense is impeccable. And he can get to the rim. He can get to the rim just as good as LeBron can. LeBron is known for getting to the rim anytime he wants, and is even and can switch hands and score with either hand. That's what Ben Simmons can do. The only downfall for Ben Simmons is his free throws and his jump shot. Mm-hmm. Everything else, that man cleans up. But you got Joe Harris and you got Seth Curry as your sharpshooters with the Brooklyn Nets. So that's why I got number 1, Brooklyn. I got Milwaukee, 2 with Giannis. And then I got maybe Miami or Cleveland, because Cleveland came up big when they got Donovan Mitchell. They was already good, but now they came up big with Cleveland, with Donovan Mitchell. It's going to be a good season. I'm excited. All right, so I want to switch it up though, man.
I got a clip I want to play.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. About the woman, what she said.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me pull this up real quick.
I need y'all to tune in. Anybody listening, I need y'all to tune in and listen to this shit.
All right. So tell me how you feel about this clip.
There's so much talk about a woman's body, her choice, and that. Yeah. My question is, if we give a woman the right to opt out of motherhood, should we also give a man the right to opt out of fatherhood and 18 years of child support?
I agree. You don't agree?
No, I don't know.
But if a mom walks into an abortion clinic and says, you know what, I'm not feeling this, and gets an abortion, the dad has no say. How come this mom can't, let's just say it's a one-night stand, just hypothetical. And the mom comes back to the dad and is like, hey, I'm pregnant. Why can't he opt out if she was able to say, hey, I don't want this baby? It's a double standard.
Well, he could obviously sign his rights away, but he cannot physically make
he can't sign his rights away because he has to pay child support.
I mean,
he is legally bound by child support.
Honest, that's just the way it is.
I know, but do you think it's right?
You can't tell a woman to have an abortion. Like, that's it.
I know, but do you think it's right that a mom can say, I don't want this baby, but a dad never can?
I mean, I just think that's just the way it is.
But do you think it's right? Yes or no?
Look, she's skipping all around the questions.
I don't think it's right. I think the whole system's fucked.
We spend so much time talking about a woman's choice.
Right, but the man doesn't have one.
But my only point is, what reproductive rights does a man have?
None.
Well, no one should.
My thing is the lady, she was trying to skip around the question. Like,
yeah,
she was saying, you can't make a woman have an abortion. Nobody said anything about making her have an abortion.
We're saying, is it right
for him to be like, I don't want to pay child support, or I don't want to be a father to this child? Like,
right.
Of course, I'm different. If I have a child and I know about it, this, that, and the third, I'm gonna
step up and play your part because you lay with it unprotected or protected, and then there was a holding account, whatever it may be. You're the father, put it that way, and you're gonna step up and handle your responsibilities. But I get what you're saying, though. Like, at the same time, if a man don't want to do that, hell, why do we have to? I feel like the system should have it to where, okay, if a man doesn't want to, take responsibilities for that child, and he explains to the judge, "Hey, we had a one night stand. Things got crazy, and I'm now, where she's pregnant or whatever. I feel like they should have it to the system where they still support the baby mother, the court, by giving her, money,
some sort of payment.
Yes, some type of payment for her and that child, depending on her income and how she handles things. And then they should be able to ask the man, like, "Hey, are you going to put in? If not, then cool. But just so happen, if this kid grows up and becomes an NFL player or some type of celebrity, anything, like, don't try to come in this man's life or daughter or this woman's life or whatever." I feel like it should be in some type of way like that. Like, I'm with you though. If I lay down with a woman and she just so happen to get pregnant, you got to step up, be a man, and take care of your responsibility.
Right.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. But I also feel like with what I've seen on social media and how these women abuse that power, and be like, he ain't shit, when he really trying. He over there, kicking out money, but you want all this extra money for yourself. You ain't doing that. You ain't putting it towards the child. You putting it towards yourself.
I think I ain't gonna say a lot of women, but I think there's a good handful of women out there that make it hard for a man to be a father.
Yeah, fuck it. I said it's a lot of women that do this shit, bro. I'm sorry, it ain't no handful. It's a lot of women that do that shit. I've seen it firsthand. I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's a lot of women that do that grimy shit. They'll put a child in front of that man's face in a minute to get what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get some extra dollars for theyself, not for the child, for theyself.
Yeah,
women do that shit, bro, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it at all, and that's why I agree with it. Like, hey, if a man just so happen to lay down with you, one night stand, y'all haven't been on no date, no nothing. Y'all don't even know each other's last name. Why the hell you got to sit here and take care of a child for 18 years, and you have the opportunity, if you want to or not, if you want to keep the child or not, you have the opportunity to do it. Why don't he?
Right.
I feel like the system should have it to where they, set up a payment for her and that child.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about it. That's going off of experience, what I've seen and dealt with, man. Seeing what these women do to some of these men, and how these men be in and out of jail because of child support. And they try their best to do things like, bro, they ain't got enough to live off of, these men.
I just think that there's a lot of holes in the system, period. Like, with everything, not just, women's rights, men's rights, child support and stuff like that. Like, just with the judicial system, like, all of that, it's just holes in all of it, and it ain't no way to fix it unless you just erase everything and start over from scratch. And we both know that that's not gonna happen.
Right.
So, I just feel like some stuff we gotta deal with, and some stuff we just gotta. There's gotta be a lot more leniency and stuff like this. Like, if a man decides he don't want to be a father to a child, if that's the case, then I don't want to say that. I was gonna say, if you decide, like, say for instance, you have a one night stand with a woman, and you decide, like, I don't want to be a father to this child, then you got to go on some kind of probationary period where you can't father no other children for a certain amount of time or something like that.
You can't do what now?
You can't father any other children for like a certain amount of years or something like that.
That's tough. Yeah, I know guys shoot up club on the regular.
Cause like, what if it's like, okay, I had a one night stand with this girl, and she had a baby, and she tell me it's mine, and I'm saying, like, I don't want to be the father of this child. I don't want to deal with that. But then like 3 or 4 months later, then you having a baby with another girl.
Right.
What make you want to have a child by this person or father this child, but you didn't want to father this one that you had? You know what I mean?
I get it to a certain extent.
There should be some sort
I
of
would say it
probationary
depends on
period.
I would say it depends on the circumstances with that.
Yeah, but the
'Cause
same thing with a
he,
woman though.
if
Like,
he was to have a child with the second woman, not the first woman he had a one night stand with, who's to say he didn't have a relationship with that person or knew her a lot better, or was fucking with her a lot longer?
but what's the relationship with the parent got to do with the kid?
I mean, you never know how that woman react. It go back to what I was saying with some of these women pulling this child support out these men's asses for their own self-respect and what they want to do with their personal life, getting their nails and their hair done and all this other stuff instead of taking care of the kids. Kids living off food stamps and stuff. Meanwhile, this guy kicking out all this money and stuff for the child, but the child, they don't understand it because they ain't old enough to understand it. They ain't seeing not a lick of this money.
But it should be the same for a woman too, though. I feel like if a woman decides, like, okay, I want to have an abortion, I don't want to have this kid. Okay, no problem. But you can't have kids for 5 years then.
So what if they do have kids for 5 years? What do you think should happen? Jail time?
I ain't gonna say jail time because who's gonna take care of the baby? But something gotta happen.
Like what though? A fine?
Yeah, a fine or something. Something gotta happen.
Hey.
Or what happened? Or say if it's like, that's kind of rough too. I ain't gonna say they gotta force an abortion. Like, okay, you got pregnant. Well, it's within this 5 year period. You can't have this one either.
Yeah, that's tough. Cause that go back to some of these
Women's
rights
yeah.
been going on. I think that's fucked up itself.
But you see how the system is messed up. Like there can't be. Every rule's got different stipulations for every person.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm getting at as far as like all the systems, all these systems gonna have like holes in them to where something's gonna be messed up with it.
Yeah, I agree. Who online real quick? Well, who was on earlier?
Shaq Diesel was on earlier.
Was good, Shaq.
On here.
Good win last Thursday.
That's all it's showing me right now. But I got another status I've been seeing lately on Facebook.
What's up?
This say, stop jumping in these females' inbox knowing you can't help pay bills.
Oh my god. I hate that, bro.
Or
that shit burns me up to my core.
Or it's another one. It's kind of similar on the same lines. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
God. When did...
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't find it on this page, I know whose page it's on. But I've seen it on multiple people's pages. Let me just go to the person's page I know it's on, because I ain't about to be sitting here. This other status say, hold on. If you can't change the oil in my car or at least take it to be done, windshield wipers fixed, or fix a tail light, no need to be in my inbox.
Say what now?
If you can't change the oil in my car or at least take it to be changed, fix my windshield wipers or change the tail light, no need to be in my inbox.
That's still based on money and experience. Like that's like a man to sit here and say the same thing to a woman. Well, not the same thing, but something similar to a woman. Like, ladies, if you can't cook a decent meal, and I ain't talking about spaghetti, but you got to cook a this and this and this, then don't inbox me. You see how stupid that sounds?
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, these women, man, I tell you, when I hear shit like that, and it ain't just the women, it's men too. Don't get me wrong, it's men that do the dumb shit too. That be like, hey, if I'll take you out to get something to eat, you're gonna have to come off that ass. That's stupid. Mm-hmm. Stop doing that shit. Yep. But then you got these women that do this dumb shit too. That's like what you said. Like, if you can't pay no bill, bitch. If you just want to be a prostitute, Just say that. I mean, it's like beating a dead horse, like you said. If you want to be a prostitute, then just say that, because that's what it's coming off as. It's coming off as you being a prostitute. Mm-hmm. And I didn't sign up to be no damn prostitute. Look, that's why I said I'm so glad I'm out of that dating scene, bro. I'm telling you, I am thankful I ain't in no dating scene, because the shit that I be hearing from some of these men and women, man, they ain't fucking stupid.
Because just look at it like this. A woman's single, and the only thing that's going to get you to be with this woman is knowing that you can pay for her bills. You got your own bills. What I look like paying two people's bills just so I can be with you?
Right.
That don't even make sense to me.
At all, bro.
I thought relationships were supposed to be based on teams. What y'all can do for each other.
Right. Not what you can do for me. Mm-hmm. Me. And even, and this is the thing, bro. Me saying that, I bet a girl will say, I am doing something for him. I'm giving him some pussy. You dumb, stupid bitch.
That's stupid.
That's what's going on in my head. If a girl was to say that, oh, I'm giving him some pussy. I'm giving him attention. I'm giving him my time to spend time with me. I hear shit like that, bro. I'm like, are you really that? Man,
your time ain't worth that.
Nah. I just feel like with men gonna have to set that standard of stop paying, you know, for sex, basically, man. Like, if you want to go get a prostitute, then go get a prostitute, but don't go get one of these girls that you picked up at the bar or the club or at the grocery store, anywhere, and that could potentially be a girlfriend or a wife, and treat them like a hooker. Like, oh, I'm gonna just pay for everything for you and see where that get me. Like, fellas got to put their foot down and stop doing that shit, man. Like, women got to bring something to the table too, and that's you know, not even, I ain't gonna say like education in anything like that. I mean, that's a plus, but a woman has to offer more than just sex, and a man has to offer more than just money.
So for all the young ones that's coming up right now, for the guys, what do you think for the younger guys? What do they got to bring to the table?
Better conversation, first off. I'm serious, bro. I be hearing some of this shit, and some of these women, boy, they be on their ass, calling them out, recording and everything. That's why I'm so animated about this shit, bro, because you hear the recordings of this shit, and they be real. Like, niggas talking about what they got as far as money, cars, clothes,
but women put that out there. That's what they attracted to these days. Do you blame them?
And that's why I said it starts with the man with setting these standards. Like, that shouldn't be the first topic of, oh yeah, I got these designer clothes, I drive this. Well, what do you do? I sell brick by brick and all this other shit. Like, no. Like, I don't know, bro. I feel like with the man, a man has to just take it back to the old school, bro. When you meet a woman, offer to pick her up. 9 times out of 10, she ain't gonna want you to pick her up, because why? If a man don't get no ass from a woman, he gonna leave her at the restaurant or leave her wherever she at. She's going to get an Uber. That's what I've been saying. So 9 times out of 10, if you offer a woman to pick her up and take her out or whatever, she might say, no, I'll just meet you there. Cool. But long as you offer, that's gonna be in her head. Mm-hmm. Second, when y'all do go out or whatever, automatically, yes, you're gonna pay for the food, but it ain't because you wanting sex. Your first thought is, okay, I'm paying for this food, so I'm getting some sex after this. No, you're paying for food, and you're paying for the food because that's what, you know, a gentleman or a man's supposed to do. That's how I look at it. Right. If I invite a woman out to go out to eat or go out anywhere to the movies or whatever, then obviously I'm paying. That's just first and foremost. Third, have conversation about, you know, your goals, about what you want to do or what you're doing now, And also have that question for her. What are your short-term goals? Your long-term goals? What do you got going for yourself right now? What do you got planned for yourself in the future?
Right.
Like have a real conversation with each other. So what are you looking at? What are you looking for in a relationship? Like, and make it clear. Like, you don't want to, date the girl, but you want to see what she about, and find out, what she like. What's her favorite? Look, I go down to the high school. What's your favorite color, bitch? what's your favorite color? What's your favorite movies? What do you like to do in your spare time? I like to get my nails and feet and no. What do you like to do in your spare time? You can't go to the nail salon every single day. What do you do in your spare time?
Bro, they even ask you that at job interviews now. What's your hobbies?
Yeah. No, they ask me that shit. But yeah, bro, like it's crazy. And as far as for women, they should be asking the same thing. Like, yo, like, what are your long-term goals? What are your short-term goals? What are you doing now? If a nigga tell you, hey, I'm out here, I'm trying to build an empire, and you see, I hate to be that guy, but you see a nigga with long nails, dirty fingernails, smelling like backwoods, got some chains that if you put water on, it's gonna change.
Mm-hmm.
He might have the designer clothes on him, but you already know. He tell you exactly what he do.
He about to give you some kind of infection when you start playing with it down there.
Not even that. He about to give you some jail time if you roll out with him.
So as a young female, what do you think she should bring to the table in a relationship for the young generation?
Bro, I feel like for a woman, first and foremost, it's so bad, bro. It's hard to even say because I see where the women are coming from, but at the same time, I see where the men coming from too, and I see the dumb shit altogether. For a woman, I feel like I said, if a man offers to take a woman out or whatever, the first thing for a woman's safety, she need to meet that man there wherever they go, especially the first date. Because like I said, so there's some guys out there that just want sex. Like, oh, I'll pay for this food, I pay for this movie, I pay for this room, or I'm getting some ass. No. So ladies, first date, take your own car, your whip, or meet him there, get an Uber, whatever you got to do. Don't ride with that nigga.
Right.
Meet him there first off. That's first.
End up in a Jeffrey Dahmer situation.
Right. Right. Secondly, make sure you have your own money. Don't assume a man is going to pay for the first date every time, even though he should. Don't assume that he's going to pay for your meal or whatever the fuck y'all doing that day. Make sure you have your own money.
Mm-hmm. And offer to pay for yours the first day.
Right.
He gonna tell you he got it. He gonna tell you he got it. He good. Don't worry about it. But offer.
That bartender come up. Oh, no bartender. That waitress come up or waiter come up. So separate or together. You should be like separate, and then he's gonna speak up like, "Nah, it's together. I got it." He should, but that lets that man know, look, I got my own. But when you sit back and do this, look, Trip. So is it separate or together? You do this, women do this.
I'm gonna say separate. You do that shit.
Say what?
I would say separate. You did that shit.
So you would say separate?
Yeah. Oh, you got the phone now, huh?
I'm different. I'd be like, yeah, it's together. But I wouldn't. Me personally, depending on the date, if it was like whatever date, I'm like, it's together. I'm gonna pay for it, but I'm not gonna see you no more.
Right.
It was fun while it lasted. It was cool. But that's besides the point. Thirdly, like I said, first, make sure you drive yourself. You meet up with the dude or whatever, or woman, whatever you into. Secondly, make sure you have your own money. Third, have that conversation with him. The first conversation shouldn't be about sex unless y'all just I'm not gonna say it shouldn't, because I know it's didn't happen to me before. If you just that attracted to that person, you just like, damn, God dang, like I really want to, do some things to you. If it get to that point, cool. Y'all can have, your little talk about sex and all that other stuff. But as long as that's not what the whole date is about. it should be about what you can build with that person.
Right.
What and if you can't, and if you're not talking about that, talk about what you're building for yourself right now to get them to understand where you are in your life. And if they're not and if they're not in that same mind space, they're not trying to do anything in their life, and they're on a different path, then it should let them know not to waste your fucking time.
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest thing now is women are looking for an opportunity, and men are looking for like, not men, but boys are looking for like, they looking to flaunt something that they ain't got. Like, quit trying to damn live above your means just to get some box.
Right. But I feel like there are some good men out there, man. Like,
Yeah.
with the guys that are good men, I feel like a lady should know. I just feel like the world is so fucked up now that women and some men got their guard up before they date even start. It's like, like what you really want out of this? Because I done been through the whole, oh, you ain't giving me no ass, well, get your own Uber. Oh, you took me out to eat, so you paying for it for the guys. Like, every man and woman is gonna have a guard up now because of how this dating situation is now, and that's why I say it's just so fucked up now.
Well, I ain't gonna say having your guard up is a bad thing, but just be willing to let your guard down throughout the date.
True. I respect that. I definitely agree with that. But yeah, like I said, as far as the women though, as far as like, you know, what they should be asking though, they should tell the you know, the person that they're on a date with what they got going on. And if they ain't really got shit going on, then you can't really expect that man to, first of all, take you serious. Because if he do have something going on, you tell him he ain't got something going on, 9 times out of 10, he either not gonna fuck with you or he just gonna try to hit and bounce.
Mm-hmm.
If you have something going on and he's a real one, he be like, shit, hey, I got this going on, this too, and hey, we should link up, do this or whatever. Or you can tell if he hear you got something going on, 9 times out of 10, he either gonna be intimidated to, you know, try to take that next step to get that box, or he just gonna let you know straight out, like, I just want to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's just real. Like, you let a nigga know, like, hey, I got this going on. I'm working on some things, little business here. I got my own empire, or I'm working at a, you know, good ass job. Even if you're not working a good ass job, you're working at McDonald's or Taco Bell, but you working towards something, and you let him know your plan. Like, this is what I got going on. I feel like a real dude will respect that shit, and either help you build from that, or you just gonna try to get some box from it. And it's your decision, ladies, to either pursue that man or not.
Yep.
But
I mean, he gonna, a lot of dudes gonna help you advance to the next level. Like,
yeah,
if you getting up going, because there's a difference of working somewhere like, you know, somewhere that's like I say a starter job like McDonald's and shit like that. If you,
yeah, we worked at McDonald's,
right? But if that's your goal, like, nope, I work here and that's where I'm working at. This is where I work at. If you can't help me out with paying the rest of what I need to do this, blah blah blah, then we don't need to be together. But if you got that ambition to move on to the next step in your career path, like, a dude gonna try to help you get there.
Yeah, that's true. And you gotta also think about, you know, some of these relationships. Some of these women got kids. Some of these men got kids, and they, you know, single parents. So it gets deeper than that now. Like, it's like, okay, you got something going on in your life, and so do I. We can build from that. Oh, I gotta let you know also, I got 2-3 kids. That might change the whole thing for a man or a woman.
Mm-hmm. You gotta give them that option.
I can see myself building with you, but you got three mouths to feed as well. Like, that might change some things in their eyes.
You can't withhold that information. You got to give them that option.
Exactly.
Of where they want to stay.
I feel like that goes for a man and a woman too. Like, don't be proud of your kids. What you ashamed to tell your kids? Like, I get it if it's for a safety, you know, standpoint. Like, you don't know who this person is. They might be crazy and might try to, stalk you and your kids now that you done told them. I get that. But if you can tell when somebody, is a good person and, they on their P's and Q's about shit, just let them know up front. Yeah, like, I got this going on, but I got, mouths to feed. I got, 1 or 2 kids or 3 kids, or however many kids you got. And, I come with a package. If you want me, you have to make sure, you respect my kids and treat them with respect, just like you treat me.
Yeah, because some men gonna shy away from it, but that's just the chance you gotta take. That ain't the man you want anyways.
Right.
And then some men's gonna be all for that. I ain't got no problem against that. Shit.
Yeah, I can be the little nigga. I can be the nigga stepdaddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel that, bro. Big time. Yeah.
But that's all I got today.
Shit, me too, man. Me too. I'm about to watch this. A couple more episodes of this Jeffrey shit.
I'm going to sleep. Nigga tired, bro.
Yeah, you old, man. You old.
Oh, I've been yawning this whole episode. Well,
that nigga man. Old. That nigga old. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and post a couple of things because I feel like we spoke the word on this last topic.
Yeah, we gotta post that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
shout out to everybody that's been joining us. That's been reposting. Shout out to Linnell. She reposted. Me talking about everybody check out the podcast. MP. She's from I want to say London. Shout out to her. She's been, reposting. Cindy, shout out to you for, being so supportive. Yeah, man. Just shout out to everybody that's been rocking with the Carolina Wave. And you already know, man. It's your man Jay Hines. Don't ride the wave, be the wave. We'll see y'all next Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, y'all be ready. Y'all be ready.
And I'm your host, Electric. Make sure y'all catch me on all social media platforms. Make sure y'all follow the Carolina Wave podcast on every social media platform. Subscribe to us on Spotify and YouTube. And like you said, man, we'll be back next week with another episode. Like I always say, keep God first, keep pushing. And remember, don't ride the wave, be the wave. It's Electric.
Yes, sir.